Okay, so I guess this is going to be episode 3.1 or 2. I don't know. So obviously, if you've seen the first two episodes, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this going, but I guess we're going to agree to help Kendrick. Because I didn't realize he was our deputy at first when I did this. Actually, I thought he was our boss, and you do take care of your soldiers, sort of. Though I still stuck with my original point. But as I said, I thought he was our boss, not one of our soldiers or one of our guys. So I'm okay with this, I guess. And it looks like we're gonna have to if we want to survive to retirement. So
Give him
we'll
my
see how we
phone
play
number
it.
and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice, cozy barn, Frank.
Nice.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Well, we should see how this pans out, I guess. Okay, so almost kind of where we got knocked off before. So having to accept the reality we're gonna have to work with the Mafia. Here's kind of what I'm looking at. And I guess if you know your whole family was in danger, you couldn't just ignore the threat, I suppose. So, what I am going to try and do is, so I've already had one request, which was to send a police officer to basically show some civilian who the police actually work for. And I declined that. I was like, no, I ain't doing that. The logic being, um, one, you know, where you can't just blatantly not protect the people. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. No matter what death the guy was the mafia, we're not doing the mafia's dirty work for him. And I'm not going to incriminate one of my team members to get that done. In this situation, in the next mission I got was, hey, we're got something going down at this time. Don't interfere. So kind of my thought process is, okay, it's an engineering plant and they're stealing some aluminum. Is it a major crime? No. So you know what? I guess we're gonna leave it alone. Such as the gray area that is being a police officer, I suppose. So that's kind of my thought process on that. And I'll continue back on once we get to where we left off on right before I got killed. See, this is a tough one. I mean, I don't want. This is a little more dangerous. This is one of the things that the mafia guy wants us to let go, and I'm thinking, nope, ain't gonna happen. Hopefully, we don't get ourselves killed. But there's a difference between stealing aluminum and walking into a public place with what is potentially a live grenade. So, we'll see how pissed off they get about this one. I think it was clear, but just in case, so we got him. Basically, if it's something that, you know, I still feel we're out to protect the people. So if the mafia wants to play ball and with us or whatever, you get what I'm saying. It's a difference between stealing aluminum and putting the public in danger and making it look like we're incompetent because we can't show up to a frickin' thing like a grenade into a place. That's the logic. Alright, pretty cool. Just destroyed it. I'll show you how I did this. I'm sure there'll be another one. I'm just trying to get back to where I left off last time. And I'll be, through advice I got from the comments, going to be focusing on the actual police day as opposed to what I was doing before. And obviously the story as well. It's just a heads up on that too. You gotta love this. Alright, so this should be where we left off though. No, you can't take the day off. Jesus. Oh, some people I guess. Alright, so one of the cool things, so I'm not going to focus on this much after this, but just to give you an update, back to where, if you watch the 19-minute video I'll post right before this, that was version 1, which didn't end so well for us. Now, grant you, I have been able to take the experience I learned, and we do have a pretty solid team. Keep in mind, 150 is considered average, or competent, I guess, average/competent. So, we're building a pretty solid team. I've done some favors for the mob out of necessity. Actually, I think just really one so far, which I guess was enough to get us this far. The plan is, though, I've not on this team, but on Team A, I invested a lot of the money into training the troops through the deputy. So I'm probably going to do the same thing here. So at least take care of my guys. If we're going to be dirty, at least take care of our guys when we do it. It's kind of my thought process. And as I said, try and keep them out of it as much as we can. Okay, so here we go. Started City Hall, went ahead. Last time I requested everything and got everything. So I'm going to keep doing that. I mean, because we've been successful. As you can see with the... I guess I haven't come back yet. We'll see what happens to that. We need to hire another detective. Our best detective quit on us, so I'll hire another one. I'll do that offline. City Hall, we've already done that, so I'll do that in a second. Let's see this update. Alright, see, I spent about $1,300 of apparently my own money. This is not our budget. That's apparently my own money to pay for these officers to go to school. You flunked. What is wrong with you? I wonder if I can send him back. You're gonna keep going until you make it. Alright, good job, Gary. Nice. Alright, so I've invested some money in these guys. As I point... Oh, maybe it's one episode after this we got caught up. Anyways, I'll just keep going through this since you haven't seen this yet, really, anyways. So I'm gonna make sure we keep her alive for being the hero that she is. I'm gonna go back to the deputy. Together. I don't know what this does, to be honest. To gather important information on you. We'll probably figure out where that's useful later. So for right now, though, you want to buy this? Yes. And let's send our weakest two. I don't want to make the mistake I made last time, though, which was send a bunch of people, because I didn't realize if you select them today, but they get the day off the next shift, or however that works. So I basically went with at least 4 highly qualified officers. But so there we go. Let me go hire the detective, and I'll be back. All right, so detective is hired. First, okay, let's grab this real quickly. I think we got most of the arson. Attempted murder. Let's check. Oh, okay, they're mad. Okay, it's like a mob scene. Alright, so if we can only send one officer and the one support available is not available because we don't have one, let's go ahead and send the best one we got. And while we do that... Oh, he's not available. Crap. Because I just moved into B team. So we can't arrest him today. Ooh. Okay, well, I don't think she's going anywhere, so we'll leave that be until tomorrow, I guess. Okay, I'll just keep it running. I don't want to keep turning it on and off as things happen, so just gonna have to roll with it. Yeah, this one we better do. It's too much for us to deal with right now. And technically, the gangsters were committing a crime, right? So we're doing them a favor, but they were committing a crime. We're just kind of playing favoritism for one criminal over another, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Alright, go get them, tigers. Yeah, I'm going to try and stick in the gray area. Okay. Requesting reinforcements. Get in there. I'm tapped out, though. It's the only thing that's got me a little worried. But these are... I'm sending some of my weaker people to reinforce, so I don't know. Hopefully somebody will make it back in time. $18:30 at the courthouse. Oh, we'll see what it is. Complaint at the sawmill. Alright, this should be interesting.
410A complete.
Screams have been coming from the sawmill for over an hour. Jeez Louise. What the hell's going on there? Somebody come back? No, we'll get back in time. Let's just go ahead and send who we got. Said it's getting a little more hectic. Ooh! See, this is what I don't mind. Favor for a favor. You know, yeah, we're helping him out, but he's gonna help us out, as opposed to me just getting personal payment for sending police officers somewhere. This one makes sense. So when I get 3 officers, I promise I don't have 3 right now. Hopefully I can get, yeah, I should be able to get them in time. What's the report? Did we get them? Got them. Sweet. Alright. Let's just go ahead and send our weakest ones here, just because we're a little bit low. If something crazy comes up, I want my best officers available, such as a robbery. For example, if a robbery happens and I can only send 2, let's make sure it's our best 2. Yeah, it's I like how the game kind of slowly gets a little bit more resource intensive. Surrounded by a knife offense, the gates are locked, and the shouts can be heard within. Break the freaking gate open. Man is threatening a young boy with a circular saw. Jesus. A boy? Yeah. Take aim and shoot to kill. He's assaulting somebody with a deadly weapon. It's that simple. And it's a kid of all things. Do we catch him or kill him? That's what I want to know. Alright, and something happening at the courthouse soon.
410B in progress.
Homicide in the courthouse. Great. What the? No! We're not gonna let you get away with...
910B complete.
Oh, did I freaking do it on act? No, I didn't. Homicide courthouse. We need to get more people in there. Do we got enough? Probably not. We make it in time, though. But we got 30 seconds, okay. Alright, so we got ourselves a paddy wagon. I'll take that. Caught there. I'll take that. And sorry there, Mr. Sand, but no, you don't get to let some serial killer, who I'm assuming is probably your frickin' one of your primary hitmen, kill a bunch of innocent people in a courthouse and us not doing anything about it. That ain't gonna happen, buddy. Don't care who you are.
412A in progress.
Assault in a residential area. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anybody back in time for that one. Conspiracy. Alright, well, it wasn't murder, it's assault. So, murder takes priority anyways. And the EMTs were government workers, you know, or professionals, so I thought they were trained to handle that, maybe not.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Alright, this is going to be interesting because I have no backup to send. Let's see what happens.
410B complete. 412A completion.
Got him. Netted. Yes! Alright. Got away, obviously, because we didn't even send anybody. Ooh, and a civilian got killed? Jeez, it was an assault, not a... Okay, well. Okay, so we can't do that one yet. Alright. Still wondering to see if we're going to get picked off by the mob or not. End of the day. Alright, let's see how this goes. Because actually, I think this is where I got killed last time. But I didn't help the mob out at all. I've at least accepted a couple of their requests. I think 3 of them I've done for. 3 things they've asked for I've done for them, if I recall correctly. Ooh, it looks like we did make it. Hoorah. Start today, got our new hires. Let's go. Go to Matt. Alright, let me do my resource management and I'll be back. Alright, just a heads up. This is what, so far I've gotten, they let us get 1 more officer slot and improve the SWAT team. So this is kind of what you got. So probably go ahead. They can work 2 times a day right now, which I haven't really needed yet, but I have a feeling it's going to change. Right now, let's get their efficiency up so they're more helpful, and we'll kind of do that throughout the process, I think.
811 in progress.
Can hire another detective. I'll deal with that in a second. And ooh, got another raise, another 10%. Yay! It might add up after a while. All right. All right. So still can't arrest this guy because I remember I couldn't do it last time because I transferred him from A to B, and I guess because of that he didn't get. I don't know how it works, but we should get him next. Oh, next B team. So we should get him next. Yeah, tomorrow for shift B. And I said it didn't look like she's going anywhere from where the thing said. And yeah, so it'll be right. Well, that ain't good. Alright. I'll send this guy. See, I've really been working on getting my less experienced people up. But I haven't wanted to take it too much, you know. I was trying to send a really experienced guy with my least experience to get them up. It seems to be working pretty well. One thing I do need to do I haven't done yet is, if you don't got stripes, we're going to pay to get you some, son. Can I do it again? I'm going to test that out on... Yeah, I'm going to test it on her and see if that actually works. Pretty cool if you can. Yeah, those are the 2 that failed last time, that's right. Oh, that's way out there.
911 in progress.
Theft at the Everyday Mall. A temper tantrum, huh? Alright. You, sir, and you, sir. If you can't handle that, you don't need to be cops.
Looks like we have a situation here.
There are no signs of criminals near the house. The front door has been broken down and shadows lurk inside. Come out with your hands up.
811 complete.
Nice. Yeah, you can see where, you know, being successful, you get to continue being successful, you know, is part of the thing, too. Because as you fail, you lose experience. As you succeed, you gain experience. Now, obviously, whichever way you go, it makes it easier or harder to succeed or fail. Which is an interesting mechanic for the game. One of our new guys tried to rape our accountant. We locked him up in a hotel room, but he's threatening the whole organization over the police. I think it's time he talks to a police officer face to face. Yeah, we'll take care of that. The guy's obviously a freaking rapist, and obviously we know they're organized crime. He can hand over the whole organization. I don't think we're gonna care, apparently, so...
911.
I said that's the kind of thing that makes sense for a police officer to go do, you know? The guy's a criminal. Of course the police are gonna go try to rape somebody. 1839. We'll see what that is. Only $1,000. It must not be that big of a deal. We'll find out though. Seems like the higher the price they're offering, the more serious the crime. I don't have a lot of evidence to back that up yet, but that's what it seems like. Oh, fucking skinheads, man. Well, how about we send our two best... Is he Asian or black? I can't really tell. Maybe both. Well, we send our two best minority officers, along with our two best white officers, and we go show those skinheads how the world really works. Or at least how it should work. It does work in those places, I guess would be a better way to say it.
A in progress.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Softball.
More serious than we thought. Hey, back up. Alright. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, this is that same guy. Well, I want to let him know we mean frickin' business. We ain't messing around with no frickin' crazy ass racist. Attempted murder. City center. So the crime has already happened, and there's already an ambulance. So, okay, we obviously know who did it, but there ain't much we can do anyway. So, all right, we'll leave that alone.
Complete.
Whopping $1,000 for looking the other way on attempted murder. Wonderful. But as it said, the guy already got away. It said.
412. 910.
Well, the ambulance was on the way. It couldn't make it in time. Could be serious, might not be, but always better safe than sorry. Alright. Handled that little problem pretty decent, I think. I gotta start kind of learning the city layout a little more too. So I guess the suburbs, obviously City Hall.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Softball.
Requesting reinforcements. If you want them and we got them, we'll send them. Somebody, you need some experience. Get in there, buddy. Yeah, you too. That should be good. It's actually decent. I mean, I said anything over 150 is considered, you know, qualified, I guess, for lack of a better word. Oh yeah. I see the reinforcements get 5 and they get. That's pretty cool. End of the day. See if anything crazy happens. Whoa, something's happening.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old Colony Club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old Colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Ma, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers.
Interesting.
This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Alright, let's see what we got going on.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vikas Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vikas was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Just the ranch?
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky.
That's one way to look at it. One-on-one with the big man himself, huh?
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything.
What plan?
Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vickis Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just
already have.
think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Ignoring murder is contrary to. I guess for role, I don't know. This is gonna be interesting though. So we definitely do not want to support the new crazy guy. That dude's just crazy, and he's on drugs, and obviously.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Alright, so I wish there was a way to play both sides against the middle if that were possible. Here's my thinking. He's entrenched. We at least know who we're dealing with. He's not a mystery. And there's something to be said for the old guard of the Mafia. There's a level of kind of respect to a point, you know. At least, though they didn't use good examples in this game, as a general rule, they know to keep the violence to a minimum and just do their business quietly, which I'm not saying is okay. But, this guy's obviously bringing in drugs, just killing at random. So far, the minimum I've seen looks like a crazy SOB. And most importantly, I don't know nothing about him, so better the devil you know than the devil you don't. That's what I'm thinking.
Tell him it's Boyd.
Alright, well, I guess we can just start the day, can't we? Go to map. I don't know if you like the map. I mean, the music's okay, but it's not worth the time to me to, click on it. Alright, let me do my, my admin stuff and be back. Okay, so it looks like we can finally make this arrest here. So some of the admin stuff, not a big deal. Just, I'm gonna keep on educating my officers with the corrupt money I'm getting, I guess. This, best thing I can do is at least take care of the guys. And gals. So let's see if we can arrest this crazy little teenage gal over here.
311B in progress.
Call from the club manager said that the brawl broke out in the main. That's not good. All hands on deck is what I'm thinking. Whoops. It's a lot of people, so obviously the paddy wagon. SWAT. No, I don't think. It's more likely to cause problems than solutions, I would think, if you sent the SWAT team. Right? Part of me's wondering, well, it's extra support, but at the same time, SWAT's for, hostage situations, really serious shit. I'm not saying this isn't a big deal, but sending in the SWAT team is probably more likely to get people killed than helped in this kind of situation, I think. We shall see, I guess, though, how it works out. Alright. That's good. Ooh, he just got a lot of points. Cool.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Southpaw.
Sorry, guys, I don't have any backup. I can't send you any.
412A in progress.
Doesn't matter. Got him. Drink. Alright, Purdy and Yancey. Gear up on the chopping block. Jesus. The fuck is wrong? Get her done.
in progress.
The what? Hold on. What? Okay, that's just weird. It's only one guy though. I don't want to send like everybody. And I'm not sending SWAT for the same reason I didn't last time. SWAT's for like for really serious hostage situations, that kind of stuff. Like bank robbery kind of shit.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Honestly, well, I guess it'd be too dangerous to the kid. Pulling the dog's collar, have the dog bite you? No, thank you. Yeah, it seems like the best option. And its owner starts to flee. There we go. Tasing a dog, though, that's jacked up, but dog's hitting a kid, or on a kid, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do.
410B complete. 410A in progress.
Alright. Just rocking and rolling. Oh. Oh, interesting. Loot. This is called loot? Okay. Automatic weapon at the crime scene. What do you want to do with it? Bring it to the police station. Jeez Louise. That's what he's supposed to do. Okay, this just looks like a BS call. He's supposed to numb you. Watch us get there and it really is like the Mad Doctor. Ah, serial killer dentist, no! That's what I kind of figured. Fortunately, you gotta answer all calls. Well, generally. All in all, this has actually been a pretty quiet day, hasn't it? Just to making me a little... Ooh, terrorism. What the F? Oh, okay. This is what you bring in the SWAT team for. Because I'm assuming and hoping the SWAT team have a bomb team, or a bomb explosive expert team. We don't want to go crazy with this, because it may be nothing. But better safe than sorry. So I'll send... And we'll leave our top 3 guys back, just in case something else crazy happens. It might be nothing, but if it's something, I want the bomb explosive experts there. I don't want my police officer going to open the bag. Hey, what's this?
We've got a situation here.
Something moving inside the bag. Probably a cat or something, but better safe than sorry. Stay back until the bomb squad arrives, because the movement could be snakes.
1011B.
What was it? Gonna tell us? Yeah, you could assume it's a poor little abandoned kitty cat, or it could be a rabid kitty cat, or as I said, it could be snakes, or who knows what else kind of crazy stuff could be going on. End of the day. End of the day. Let's see, we got anything interesting going on? Well, of course he won't. He's already skipped town. He, by the way, in case you don't remember, he was our deputy. When I first played, I thought he was our boss, but he's actually our deputy. Yeah, dude, you deserve a day off. He's like in the yellow. Yeah, go home. Get some rest, buddy. You've done a good job. Well, hell yeah. Of course, yes. Oh, man. You guys are all asking for the day off at the same time? Sorry, buddy. I can't spare you. It's not that I don't want you to, but you have the least serious problem out of everybody involved. And I need you on shift. Your brother's a man. He'll take care of himself. And there's already people looking for him. That's the logic. I know it's your brother, but he's already getting help. And you got a job to do. Interesting. Let's see what this means for us. Good job, Austin. Alright. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, let me do my housekeeping. Okay, nothing major going on. Oh, one thing. So, yeah, I mean, there was something big going on, but I meant in terms of admin. Is it passerby rang the police? What? What the hell? Well, we know it's not mafia related. Let's send our... Yeah, I don't think we need all three of those things. 2 will be fine. Sands need help. One of the family right in the barber shop. Very soon remember, we don't know how many scumbags you're up against. You can come join the party, but don't get in our way. Alright, buddies, get over there. As I said, if we're gonna help them, let's help them. And it is, you know, technically the Sands are on the defense right now, right? And there is a crime being committed against them. I'm trying to justify this as best I can, I suppose. Ooh, hit and run. That's some jacked up stuff. Alright. Best detective on it, along with a fairly qualified other detective. So hopefully something will come out of that soon.
410A complete.
Right. Boink. Again. Alright, go handle it. I don't know if I've ever talked to you how, or I don't know if you, so how this works is, you kind of got to read this stuff, and I'll read it on my own, or we'll read it real quick together, I guess. Alright. I haven't read the whole thing, I'll check out it later. So you got the beginning and the end of the situation. And then you get frames. Now, it used to be you got 3, so now we're getting 4. So obviously, as things go on, the game goes on, things obviously get more complicated. And your detectives will provide you frames, which are basically pictures that tell the story. But the frames are not always accurate. So that's why you want to make sure you have good detectives, because if they're not accurate, you can't solve the crime. And assuming you've got good frames, quality frames, then it's your job to put them in the correct order, and then you get the thing. So that's kind of how that works. Add anybody to the case. Okay, we we sent him home. They're all home. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I need to transfer. I just realized I need to transfer some of these Shift B guys over to Shift A. I didn't even notice that. All right, make sure I do that next time.
More testing in progress.
Whoa. What? Oh my god. Is this SWAT necessary? Honestly, it's not. I mean, it's still just one person with a gun. But let's send our best guys. We'll send our best 3. They could probably take one crazy girl with a gun, hopefully, I would hope. And then we got 2 on standby if we need anything.
More testing.
Alright. Yeah, it's funny because you just keep getting better. Yeah. It's weird. I'm not. I kind of like it, but it's almost making the game maybe too easy the way the experience is done. But I might be speaking too soon too, so we shall see.
Night testing in progress.
Armed robbery. Yeah, see, this is what you need the SWAT team for. In case you were wondering. Alright. Let's get on this bad boy. This sounds like that shootout back when I was a kid where they were freaking all those armored dudes are coming out. Cops are shooting at them, but they had bulletproof vests on. Some crazy ass stuff. I remember that as a kid. Dudes with assault rifles and bulletproof vests just mowing down everything. Cops couldn't take them out because obviously pistols versus assault rifles and body armor aren't going to be that effective.
Looks like we have a situation here.
2 vans near the armored truck. 3 armed investments from the truck. They have already shot, right? Or they just shot out the tires. Yeah, we'll try and end this peacefully.
Night testing complete.
Oh crap. I'll tell you a little secret though. Well, police cars might be designed to. Cars do not make actually good cover for against assault rifles. Now, that said, police cars might be armored better, so I don't know about that. In the movies where you see people like hiding behind cars and just blocking assault rifle bullets, nope. They go right through that thing. Maybe the engine block might be okay behind the engine block. Yeah, probably the engine block, you're right. Anywhere else though? Okay. This sounds like a job for you 3. Yeah, well, I guess, I don't really have any. I've really focused effort on getting, like, training up the what used to be weak cops, investing in getting them trained, so I don't really have any weak officers right now, which is cool. Number one of being a leaders, one of your primary jobs is to resource and grow your team. And we only have 3 frames, so we can't like do anything with this right now. So I'm not gonna mess with it.
I was trying to raise raise TN1, Sergeant Soft Spot.
Alright. Is it really that bad? I have a feeling they could probably handle it, but... Never turn down a request for backup unless I just can't do it.
complete.
Right. And end of day. Okay. Well, how does Vargas have two and they only have two and we help Sands? I don't know how the heck that's gonna work out. Sure, why not? Just look at these guys. Look at who they're hiring. You don't want these people running organized crime. Be freaking anarchy. These guys know how to maintain some semblance of order. Okay, shift V. Yeah, this is what you do. Okay. Yeah, I need to move at least Armstrong down. You now need to go, or I'll need to do that later. So how that works. Okay. He needs to switch over. Ah, nepotism for the win. Gotta love it. And I know there's just not good places to figure out where to brake and not brake. So right now I'm just not. You've got to be kidding me. No. Yes, that's a justifiable reason to have your day off. No! Jeez, Louise. No. Okay, Armstrong. You need to go. Oh, when can I do this? Oh, I gotta do it under. That's right. Alright, admin thing. I'll be back. Looks like our primary job at the moment is helping out the Sands. I'm getting more of this stuff than regular police reports. Okay. Alright, let's get her done. If we're gonna be dirty, let's go all in. If we're gonna take, I said, if you're gonna pick a side, pick a side.
212 in progress.
On purpose or accident? This doesn't seem that crucial. I'll give you one officer. There you go. And you got bigger fish to fry. What? No, no personal favors. Didn't mind like sending people to, help the pool, look at the pool and stuff, because that's like in public interest.
12
Freaking crazy, dude.
in progress.
Illegal arms sales. Street right out of the trunk of his car. Yeah, that sounds pretty crucial. I don't want none of that on my street. Alright, we'll leave these two just in case. But we're sending our best.
I was trying to raise TN1, Sergeant Soft Spot.
You serious? I didn't realize it's really that bad. Alright, all hands on deck. I hope we don't miss something important here. I just wish the reinforcements things would factor in the quality of the officers you see. Because 32 seconds. We'll see if we can make. I don't know if we're gonna make that or not. We may or may not. We'll find out.
11:13.
Okay. Loot found. I don't like how they call it loot. Let's see, will they get back in time? That is the question of the day. I think they will. It's gonna be close, but I think they will. Come on, come on. We'll get an idea what's going on too. Alright, let's get her done. We're making... Jeez. Okay, and this might be... We're dealing with a port. This could be pretty serious. Yeah. That ain't no joke, I don't think. Alright, and I'll leave 2 officers behind to handle the rest of these calls, I guess. Or apparently to help Sand out. Okay, well, okay, I'll give you 1. Sand, you're starting to really cause trouble. Somehow I doubt it. We'll see. Of course, I might be underestimating that threat. Oh, what is wrong with you? This guy tried to help us before. I don't like this. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff. Like, no. I didn't mind helping the truck people on that karate guy because that wasn't personal favors so much as, you know, outreach programs, as I said, and it was a favor for a favor kind of thing. Alright, so they've already shot people, so we're, yep, shoot at the criminals. You're surrounded, come out with your hands up.
511.
Oh, alright. What the heck is that? Loot found, cocaine. Jeez Louise. Bring it to the police station. We're gonna be a little crooked. We're not going all out crooked.
1210 complete.
I had a feeling. It's definitely a long day. Or a lot, I should say a lot going on today. We got 3 new frames. Alright, I think I got this, but I don't want to waste your time while I mess with it, so I'll be back. I think this is accurate, but I think we're still missing a frame is what's going on. Dark colored car, which it could be red or it could be either one of these. And this matches the story a lot better. I think we're missing this frame, so we shall see. Okay, we'll probably have to wait at least another day on that one. What a day. All in a day's work. I don't understand. So we're not... Alright. He must be pretty freaking crazy and strong then. Dun, dun, dun. Good there. End of day. I forgot to read the newspaper. I did see if my nephew wants to leave the police. What a jerkwad. No, I don't even... You don't look like it. You look like you're in great condition to me. Oh, we got a stripe to give away. Who has earned a stripe? Ozaki, you've been doing pretty good. There you go, buddy. Ooh, and I forgot about the detectives, though. I should be giving some stripes to the detectives, too, probably. Go to the map. Let me do my admin. Well, this is going to be interesting. Half the staff are women. That's like... I mean, I'm all about supporting women on the police force, don't get me wrong. But... WTF? You can't just make that happen. Well, you can make that happen if you want a bunch of freaking... Anyways. I mean, there's plenty of women qualified to be police officers, but I would argue there's a lot more men probably qualified than women. I'm just saying. Not to mention the fact we'd have to illegally fire someone to make that happen, so... No, I don't think we'll be doing that. But I think, though, is if I got all genders right... It's 10 males to 8 females. So technically I could make... I mean, I'm not going to, but technically I could make that happen. Not too much difficulty, but... As I said, I'm not going to, especially since 250, and my least qualified person is a female at 215 and 225, which really, you know, we're not talking a major difference there. So... Once again, though... I'm going to keep asking for it until they stop giving it to me, that's for sure. Alright, so we got a suicide threat going on. Looks like the San Francisco Bridge a little bit. Yep, that may be water under there, but you fall down that far and water turns to concrete. Alright. Well... I guess might be overkill, but I really need one guy to talk him down.
A10 in progress.
Breaking and entering. Let's see. Let me speak. Or the dude just could be cray cray, which I'm going to assume right now until we find out otherwise. Oh, it's, yeah, there's the bridge. There's the bridge he's jumping off of.
210 in progress. Looks like we have a situation.
Whoa, he's got kids with him? What the? Oh my god. I must have missed that the first time around. The name was Jason, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna assume it was a husband. Oh man, this is a tough call. There's no point in delaying the go. There we go.
411.
Whew! I'd have felt bad if we screwed that one up. Disorderly conduct. Whoa, what? White powder? Determine the meeting in quiet state when your dirty took a bag of white powder from a savage. Head of a unicorn or cut her throat with a letter. Oh, bad. Crap, though. We tapped out, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Well, I don't think we need to. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Deal with one guy. I hate tapping us out unless it's really crucial. That's what I figured. Alright. Loot. I don't know what it is. I hate how they call it loot. Alright, go get them, Tigers. Well, I need to get these guys experience up, actually. You go, and you go. I just realized he's falling behind a little bit. Grant, too. Okay. Oh, yeah, because they don't get experience for false alarms. It's good. Sometimes it gets like so busy, and then another one happens. It's like, all right, hurry up,
710
waiting
in
on
progress.
you. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. All right. In goes the SWAT team. Tell you that right now. And we're sending in all hands on deck. Go get them, Tigers. This is one crazy city, though. If you really think about it, there's a lot of crazy ASS stuff to be happening on a daily basis. I didn't really think about that until now.
10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
I hope they'll be alright, because I don't see why they need the backup. We'll find out the hard way, though, potentially. Whoa. We can send in 5 backup. I'm going to take a risk on this.
710B complete.
Alright, yeah, we're fine. I said I wish it would factor in the request for backup based off the experience of the officers on the ground. See, this is why I did it, because I had a funny feeling if we sent them... Oh. Is this related to their gang war or something else? Oh, screw it. I don't want to push them in the fire. Can you arrest them? I don't know about that whole pushing in the fire business. Still curious when we're going to get access to these things. I'm assuming one of them is the other gang, but what about the last two? I guess it'd be about time to call the episode here pretty soon. I've just been having fun. For all I have no idea how long this has gotten. So let's see if we can get this investigation finished up, though. Maybe it is going to be a black car. That'll be interesting. Well, let me play. I don't think these are the right frames either, though. But let me play with it. Yeah, none of those. Yeah, it just doesn't fit yet. Today. Man, it just keeps staying tied, huh? That's interesting. We'll end the day and see if there's a cutscene after the next check. Well, there we go, checkpoint. We'll see if there's a cutscene after this, though. Just because I'm curious. Alright, apparently not. I think this would be a good place to call it, because it's a fun game, but I don't want to say it's getting repetitive, but it kind of is a little bit. So, I might actually move on a little bit on my own for actually a bit before I end this episode, and then we'll go from there. So, I'll check back in when something, truly interesting happens. This is interesting. Fate of our friend, I would like to put 3 additional officer positions at your police department. His adopted son to take one of the new jobs, and I can't fire him under any circumstances. Do we have a deal? No. We do not have a deal. Oh, I'm taking on a burden I can't get rid of. Another one of these, I guess. Alright, so looks like sands are finally pulling ahead of Argus. I don't know how long this is going to go on, though. We'll see. This might actually be able to work out with half females, just honestly by partly blind luck. This dude decided not to show up today, but he's a really good officer. You know, do you really fire him after one day? Oh, it's a tough, tough call. And the best replacement we got is, yeah, Scheisse. I don't know, I have to make up my mind on this one. I said screw it, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna hire her just because I like the name Creed Ironrose. That's just awesome. And if we're gonna train them up, what's the difference between 100 and 150 at this point? So that's the logic. Which shift is it for? Yeah, hire shift A. So there we go. Should make the mayor happy, even though it wasn't quite intentional. It all works out sometimes. In case you missed it, one of the reasons it worked out is we got another officer slot, and it just so happened the best qualified person when I did do that was a female. So that's why it's working out, by the way. Alright, looks like the lead gets bigger, which is good. Alright, and with that, I was just informed by the wife it was bedtime, so always make sure I follow that order so I don't get in trouble. And I'm gonna call it. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed. I know it was a little bit slower in the beginning. More feedback on just if you'd really like to keep seeing day by day. Because honestly, for me, it's kind of starting to get a little whatever. I do know the game is also designed where you could totally play as a totally crooked cop, and I'm sure if we were doing that, that would get things more interesting as well. But it is interesting. It's still I'm really excited about the game. I'm still loving it so far. You can definitely expect another Let's Play on this tomorrow if you're enjoying it. Without further ado, Mac out.